Field log for transmission 016. At approximately 900 hours Eastern Standard Time, RAS systems detected an anomaly emergence event at the Stillwater South Links in the eastern sector of Northbridge. Shortly after detection, the civilian hotline received multiple reports describing a golf ball that appeared to undergo a rapid morphological change mid-flight, transforming it into an avian entity before departing the area under its own power. Due to the speed and mobility of the subject, analysts utilizing NAS systems were unable to establish or maintain a sustained visual track. Following confirmation that the event had occurred, RICO 1 was dispatched for site verification. This marked my first field deployment after several months assigned to cataloging and archival review. I was embedded with RICO 1 in an observational capacity. Upon arrival on site, I remained with the Green Team lead and maintained situational awareness while observing standard field procedures. Green Team deployed Foundry equipment in the vicinity of the reported emergence point. Readings indicated elevated radiation and associated anomaly signatures consistent with prior emergence events. The Green Team assessed these readings as within expected parameters. Continued monitoring showed a steady decay in signal strength, confirming full event closure. Once Green Team confirmed the site was secure, I accompanied the Blue Team specialists during civilian interviews. Blue Team concurrently applied psionic verification protocols and confirmed there were no signs of cognitive intrusion or psychological oppression. No civilian risk was identified at any point during the operation. After interviews were completed, field teams regrouped. Green Team was able to locate and secure the avian subject without incident. With all equipment recovered, environmental readings returning to baseline, the area was cleared and deemed safe for continued civilian use. No further action was required by us at the site. The subject was transferred to Gray Team upon return to T.A.R facilities for internal evaluation. Gray Team analysis determined that, despite originating from a non-organic object, the subject's biological markers were consistent with standard avian DNA. No residual anomalous properties were identified. The subject was cleared and then released back into the local environment. Recovery is considered to be 100%. Agent note: this was my first opportunity to work an emergence event directly in the field. Prior experience being limited to video review and archival field documentation authored by other agents. I have to say, it was definitely a boost for me to have boots on the ground. Also, for the record, I'm unsure whether the course was able to officially score the incident as a birdie. Field log for transmission 017. At approximately 1400 hours Eastern Standard Time, our RAS systems detected an anomaly emergence event on Cedar Road in the western sector of Northbridge. Analysts using the NAS system were able to establish visual confirmation. Feeds showed a civilian vehicle undergoing rapid fusion with the roadway surface while the driver remained conscious and verbally responsive. I was dispatched to the site in an observational capacity with an expanded RICO 1 team consisting of 3 Green Team members and 2 Blue Team members. Upon arrival to the site, both teams initiated response procedures immediately. Green Team deployed Foundry to assess event status and determine emergence closure. Blue Team established psychological anchoring with the subject to stabilize his mental state, as initial observation indicating that the subject's lower extremities were involved in the fusion process. Green Team readings confirmed that the emergence event had not fully resolved. Iris was deployed to reverse event polarity. Once Iris was tuned to the appropriate frequency, Foundry readings showed a steady return toward baseline perimeters. Further assessment determined that the vehicle's forward structure had not fused directly with the pavement, but rather had collapsed inward, tearing to fold into itself. Green Team described the structure as resembling a three-dimensional object compressed into a one-dimensional form. The subject was fused from the knees downward and remained physically immobilized. Throughout the operation, Blue Team maintained a continuous psychic link to keep the subject calm during stabilization and transport. With the emergence site secured, readings baselined, and with no additional civilians present, the event was declared closed. Recovery was classified as 100%. The subject and vehicle were transferred to T.A.R facilities and remanded to Gray Team for further intervention. Gray Team reported that separation efforts are ongoing. Subject status remains under active evaluation. Agent note: I was aware that civilian impact is a known component of anomaly response, but hearing the subject plead for assistance during the event and then leaving him in that condition for continued processing, it's definitely been difficult to reconcile. Reminder to self: follow up with Gray Team regarding subject status.